Okay, today is October 17th, 2014. It is 3:13 p.m. Calling Rice County Attorney Paul Beaumaster.
Rice County Attorney.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Well, I'm doing super. Can't complain on a beautiful sunshiny day like today.
Oh, yeah. Sarcasm is so nice.
Anyhow, is Mr. Beaumaster in today?
I can check out who's calling.
This is Terry Nemmers, N as in Nancy, E, M as in Mary, M as in Mary, E-R-S.
Okay, in regards to?
It's having some problems with one of his staff. Trying to rip me off on some data.
Oh, okay. One moment, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello, is this Mr. Beaumaster?
Yes.
This is Terry Nemmers. How are you doing today?
Good.
Well, that's good. Say, I submitted a data request to your sheriff, Dunn, on October 10th, 2014. I asked for the policy and procedure manual for the sheriff's department, the jail policy, or the jail handbook, a copy of the Rice County personnel handbook, and a copy of the data practice manual. And this is all electronic data that you have in your possession, so it should have just been, just emailed to me. In fact, I submitted a similar data request to the Faribault city administrator, and on the same day, and on the 13th I received all my data. Well, minus the data practice manual. Apparently they aren't following the law and have their own data practice manual. But anyhow, less trouble, but I received this instead on the 13th from your office. I received this disturbing email from a Meredith Erickson. It says, "Dear Mr. Nemmer," actually my name is Nemmers, "I am in receipt of your request for copies of the Rice County Personnel Manual, the Rice County Jail Policy and Procedure Manual, the Rice County Data Practices Manual, the Rice County Sheriff's Policy and Procedure Manual. They are available for copying at a cost of 25 cents per page. Upon receipt of your check for $229, that would be 916 pages, the documents will be mailed to you. If you prefer, you may review these documents for free of charge at my office located at 218 Northwest 3rd Street, Faribault, Minnesota 55021. And then it's signed Meredith A. Erickson, Rice County Responsible Authority, 218 Northwest 3rd Street, Faribault, Minnesota 55021, 507-332-6103. Now, the really disturbing part is I put the state statute in there, which says if you have this information in electronic format, that all you have to do is just email it to me. So I never said that I wanted to review this information. I never said I wanted this information printed out and mailed to me. I wanted this information emailed to me. So apparently and I checked, I think if I'm correct, this Meredith Erickson is your chief deputy prosecutor?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Anyhow, apparently she's trying to defraud me out of $229 for free electronic data, because I don't know if, in fact, I'm very well aware that you cannot email a piece of paper. So in my request specifically asked for emailed information. And I'm also...
I don't know that we have that electronically.
Do you have computers in your office?
Well, yeah. I think we
we also have paper manuals in our office, too.
Okay, well, that's not...
I have books. I have lots of paper.
Good. Well, I'm well aware that the courts require you to have all sorts of your information in electronic format. In fact, their PDF format is what the courts require, and that's been since 2013. So,
no, it depends on what it is and what county you're in. Here in Rice County, we haven't moved to the digital filings yet. We are going to be doing that in the upcoming year.
Well, actually, the courts required it for civil cases back in 2013. I'm sure you are referring to criminal cases, but I'm sure that if I look through
Our court administrator hasn't been able to accept things yet electronically.
Okay, well, the thing is, I'm sure if I search through your case files on the Minnesota Public Access, I'm sure I'll find some cases that you've electronically filed. So I guess I should have done that so we can avoid this little...
So what happens is we file the paper, and I think what they're doing now is scanning in our stuff.
Okay, well, I actually don't really care how it happens. The point is...
Well, I thought we were having that discussion.
The thing is, you're being ridiculous, so I'm not going to entertain that, anymore. So the point is, unless you've typed these out on a typewriter, then it's a reasonable assumption or reasonable suspicion that you have used your computers to print out these manuals. So I'm not gonna have you waste.
I don't doubt somebody did. I just don't know that we have control of it.
Well, again, I'm not going to let you insult my intelligence, Mr. Beaumaster. I'm trying to have an intelligent conversation with you. So the thing is, this is
I didn't mean that as an insult. I'm not sure what your issue is.
Well, my issue is you have this information in electronic format. All you need to do is email it to me. I do not appreciate someone trying to misrepresent themselves, because I do believe that's a violation of a attorney's law license, and so I have absolutely
I don't see when you make like those vague references. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Which vague reference are you speaking of?
You just said somebody misrepresenting themselves or something.
Oh, excuse me. I will be specific. Meredith Erickson misrepresenting this bill for $229 as...
the bill's not her. You said misrepresenting herself.
Well, yes, that she... Okay, if you want to play little word games, we can do that too.
I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
Coming back and then saying I'm trying to be the one that's not clear. It's not me. It's you. What is
okay. Are you capable of tracking a conversation? I know I am. So the thing is, I contacted you and I told you.
Let's start over.
Okay, that's fine.
You contacted me. I get you made a data practices request.
Yes.
It's my understanding that it was responded to, but that you didn't want to pay for the copying.
Well, why would I pay for you to print out this information off your computer, then scan it, and then put it in an envelope and mail it to me, when all you need to do?
I'm just saying, I don't know that we're printing it off our computer.
Okay.
I think we would be taking it to a copy machine and copying it.
Oh, okay. Because somehow magically this information appeared onto pieces of paper, then, right? Is that what you're trying to say? Because who created the policy and procedure manual? See, now,
I have no idea. I don't even know what manuals you're talking about.
Well, I already listed them. I read the email from.
I know, but I don't know who has the actual manuals. I don't know who created them. I mean, you're acting like I did.
Well, the thing is, you're the attorney for the county, correct? Are you competent to speak on this conversation?
Well, last I looked, nobody was committing me, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, the thing is, there's $229, a fraudulent bill for $229 from your chief deputy attorney. Okay? Have I made myself...
It's not a bill unless you want a copy of it.
Oh, no. I want the free electronic data that all you need to do is attach to an email and send to me. The thing is, you think that I'm stupid. I have submitted data...
I never thought you were stupid or said anything to that effect.
Well, obviously this bill for $229 presumes I'm incredibly stupid. The thing is, I've submitted data requests from one end of the state to the other, and I've received these kind of fraudulent bills from counties who have something to hide. Just like I said, I received similar data from the city of Faribault the same day that I received this fraudulent bill for $229. There was no fraudulent bill.
Electronically, I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen the I don't know game before. The thing is, you're well aware.
Here's the thing. What is it you want?
Well, okay, I've already explained it
to you. You want me to go talk to somebody about getting it digitalized for you? I mean, we'll certainly do that if that's what you would like. It might cost you more, though.
Well, first of all, the thing is, you're playing these little retarded games on a phone conversation that I am recording. And I have a very long history of...
I'm glad you're recording it because you're not being clear as to what is it that you're asking of me. You've now talked for about 10 minutes and haven't gotten to the point.
Well, I made my point immediately that I want you to stop illegally withholding my information and email me.
You have not made your point. I still haven't picked up your point. If you have, I apologize.
No.
What is your point?
See, what you're trying to do is provoke me to anger, so I say something so you can charge me with it.
I'm provoking you to say, what is it you want? I'm trying to help you. I don't understand what you're asking of me.
Well, obviously you're playing these little retarded games. You know perfectly well what I want.
You're going back to that again. Could you just state what is it you want from me?
I want you to email me the data that you're illegally withholding from me. That's simple. You're trying to charge me...
I told you, I don't know that I have that electronically or not. If you talk to Meredith Erickson, she might be able to explain where it is electronically.
Oh, so...
Have you called her?
Yeah, actually I did. I left a message. Obviously you know about it.
No, I didn't know about it. How would I know you left Meredith Erickson a message?
Well, you have constructive knowledge of it. Obviously that's why you're playing these little retarded games here.
You know, you keep saying little retarded games, and I'm not appreciating that because I really have tried to be very patient with you and listen to what you're saying. But you have not yet told me what you want me to do. You've been invited in. Why don't you come in and look at this stuff, and then you can decide, you know, if you want it or not. Or you can say to Meredith, if you get her to call you back or call her back and say, you know, why can't I get this electronically? And if she says because we don't have it electronically, again, you can come in and look at what you want. We're not hiding anything.
Oh, well...
From what you told me, the letter says you can come look at it.
Is Meredith the boss, or are you the boss?
Well, what does that have to do with whether she has it electronically or not?
Well, it has everything to do with it because she gets her power from your election into the office of county attorney.
It's not magical power to make stuff digital.
Oh, so
I don't have that power.
So,
nor does she.
So in other words, you're telling me that someone typed it off a typewriter and then it's just sitting there, or you've had a policy and procedure manual for 20 years.
Digitally, I have lots of books here on my desk. I can't tell you if it's on Joe Smith's computer or Mike Smith's computer.
Oh, so
I don't know.
You have no idea.
You asked us for a disclosure, and it was made available to you, or if you want a copy of it.
No, I want the copy that's on your computer that all you have to do is attach to your email and email it to me. That's simple.
I can tell you, I don't know if there's a copy, and I guess that's the short answer to your question. I don't know that there's a copy on anyone's computer in my office.
Oh, you don't know? So you're unaware? You've never used your computer?
I have used my computer. Oh, I know it's not on mine. If that's what you're asking, I can give you a quick answer there.
Oh, okay.
None of those things are on my computer.
Not even the personnel handbook for the county, huh? I would think
my computer.
Boy, I would think that the county attorney would be, if there's a problem and needs some sort of investigation.
I have a written copy, or I can pull it off the shelf down for you if you want.
Oh, okay.
And if you want to come look at it with me, you're more than welcome to. But again, I don't know what you're asking me to do.
Well, I want you to stop playing your little retarded game. That's what I'm saying.
Well, see, you're going back to that same statement again, and I'm not sure what that means. I'm not playing any games with you.
Yeah,
You keep coming back to that, but whenever I ask you for a specific, what action would you like out of me, other than magically making a hard copy into a digital copy, I don't know what to tell you.
Right. Right. No, it's real simple. Unless you can prove to me that you only have typewriters there, and someone typed out the policy and procedure manual for the Sheriff's Department, and the personnel handbook for the county, and the data practice manual for the county, and the jail handbook for the county, then the presumption is that you have computers that printed all this information out. That's simple. Because you admitted that you have computers there.
Yes, we do.
Well, there you go. See?
I don't know what format anything would be in that would be digitally transferred to anybody.
Right. See, that's the part I don't believe you.
Well, I'm not an IT person. You could call our IT department. They might be able to tell you.
Well, let's see, that's your job. Obviously, you don't know anything. I'm surprised. How would you even know to contact your IT people? And surprising.
Well, I have their number. Would you like that?
No. See, you're the boss. It's your job to look up this information. But see, you wanna run me around the merry-go-round 20 times.
No merry-go-round. You're the one who keeps running from one subject to the next. You're the one that keeps trying to move from one issue to the next. When all I've been asking you is, what do you want me to do? Give me what action you want me to do. If you want to come in and have a conversation with Meredith about digital versus hard copy, you're more than welcome to do that. She's the designated person for the release of data practices information. Now, if you want to debate whether, the bill should be, X per page or Y per page, that's set by the county board. And that's done at our annual meetings each year. So I'm not sure if it's the price that you're upset about, or the invitation to come in and look at it that you're upset about, or that you want us to scan it in and then send it to you. And again, I think that would cost more money.
So, are you done? I really enjoyed your retarded spiel there. See, the reality is...
You go back to the name calling and everything now, and that I really don't understand, because I've really been trying to help you in asking you what you want, and you continue to name call and move from one issue to the next without telling me what it is you want.
Well, see, the thing is, it's actually not name calling, it's calling identification. Do you know the difference between a logical fallacy and a dictionary definition? See, that's simple. Because you're wasting my time with this little retarded spiel because you admitted that you have a computer there. You didn't say that you type your reports on typewriters there. So you've never provided any proof that you use typewriters to create these policy and procedure manuals. Your standard answer is, boy, I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. See? But I do know. See, I know you're lying to me. You've been lying to me, and you're continuing to lying to me. See, so that's the reality of the situation. I'm not stupid enough to believe your lies. That's simple. See, you're hoping that I am, and I'm not. See, so email me my data, stop wasting my time, stop insulting my intelligence, and stop illegally withholding public information, because I will report you. Simple.
I don't believe I've insulted you. I don't believe that I got your email. Did you send me something?
Well, I received something from your chief deputy, so obviously you received it.
Well, you keep saying we're one and the same, and we're not.
Well, is she the county attorney, or you?
Well, she has a caseload and I have a caseload.
And that didn't answer my question.
Asked for me. When I think who you really want to talk to is Meredith, and I, by all means, invite you to talk with her.
No.
Discuss.
No, I'm talking to the boss.
Issue you want to with her, but I don't think she meant to insult you.
Of course she did.
I'm certain she didn't send you anything that was fraudulent.
Of course she did.
Well, not from what you told me.
Well, of course. You're going to defend her because obviously she did what you told.
You're the one who told me it. She didn't.
Oh, I just...
What you have described to me, there's nothing fraudulent about not in the context that you wanted to have information provided to you, and you have an expectation that I don't know if it's realistic or not. And I don't know what we charge for electronic transfers. I mean, Meredith, I don't know if she was talking to you about that or not. I mean, I'm assuming those are copy costs for a hard copy.
Well, it's amazing how you can transfer things. Seeing so, everything is typewritten, So do you hook up your scanner to the typewriter? I'm just trying to figure this out. Because apparently the only thing that's missing, well, it goes right along with all the nonsense you've been speaking of. See, apparently,
I've been trying to understand you, and every time I try to get you to focus, you bounce off to another direction.
Yeah, well, this is called gaslighting, is what you're doing now. I've seen it before.
Called what?
Gaslighting. It's a technical term.
I have no idea what that means.
Well, the thing is, what you do is you try to call into question my sanity, because obviously I don't know what I'm talking about.
Sanity once?
Well, of course not, because obviously I don't know that your modern office, where do these policy and procedure manuals come from? Obviously, a chicken must have laid them or something, because magically they've appeared there, and they're on pieces of paper. Well, I'm sure that you took your computer and you printed them out on your printer, see, and that's usually what most people do, so they have a hard copy hanging around because they don't want to start up their computer to look up something, which is fine. But see, obviously, it was created on a computer, see? So, well, tell me, you must have a typewriter sitting on your desk then. So what's the make and model of your typewriter sitting on your desk then?
I've already told you, I have a computer sitting on my desk.
Well, there you go, see? So then the reasonable suspicion is that you have policy and procedure manuals that are created on your computer. Not typewriters. You didn't say you have a typewriter sitting there. So
you keep coming back to your suspicions, and what I've invited you to do is contact Meredith directly.
Which is not going to... I already did.
Then
I already did.
Your suspicions with her.
No, I'm discussing with the boss.
To either...
No.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
I said no. I'm not going to drive 100-some miles to, have my intelligence insulted by you in person. Of course, if I did, I'd bring a camera along so I could...
I have never tried to insult your intelligence. I haven't said anything derogatory towards you. And quite frankly, you're the one who's been, insulting and degrading towards myself and my staff. So all I could suggest that you do is contact Meredith and
not going to happen.
Those questions that you have about how much it would cost to get it electronically.
Not going to happen.
I don't know.
I don't appreciate your passive-aggressive behavior. That's simple. Obviously, you think you have rights and I don't, so you're wasting my time. You're insulting my intelligence with this. Well, of course. Yes, I asked for an intelligent conversation. I'm getting retarded nonsense. That's simple.
Formatted document. I guess that's up to you to work that out.
No, it's your job. You're the other county attorney. You're the elected official, not Meredith.
What's that?
Said you are the elected official, not Meredith. You're just wasting my time.
She is the designated data practitioner.
I don't care. You are the county attorney. You are the county attorney.
Authority to release information.
You are the county attorney. Simple.
Yes, I am.
Yes, that's right. Good. So you have authority over Meredith. You tell Meredith to send me my information, stop trying to defraud me out of $229, and send me my information. That's real simple.
I will pass your message on to her.
Thank you.
But I would suggest that you come in or...
No, it's not going to happen. No. No.
Well,
no.
All right.
Thank you for wasting my time. You have a good weekend.
You too.
Yep, bye. Okay, it is November 6th, 2014, 1:57 p.m., calling Rice County Attorney Paul Beaumaster.
County Attorney's Office.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. How about you?
Well, super. Can't complain when the sun is shining today.
It does help, doesn't it?
It makes a big difference. It was kind of dreary this morning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, how true.
Yep. Well, anyhow, I was wondering if Mr. Beaumaster was in the office today.
He is not. I'm not certain. He may be in a little later, but he is not right now.
Okay.
Is there someone else who can help you with anything?
Well, who happens to be in the office right now?
Well, what is it that you're wanting help with?
Well,
and who are you?
Well, first of all, my name is Harass Nemmers. I've called before, and Mr. Beaumaster's been wasting my time, insulting my intelligence, and trying to illegally withhold some public information from me, trying to defraud me out of around $200 some for public information that's electronic data that's easily emailed to me. And then
What is your last name?
Nemmers, N as in Nancy, E, M as in Mary, M as in Mary, E-R-S.
Okay.
And then I also called another time and asked him why he was illegal withholding some information from another individual, in a case, and apparently that's the only way he can win his court cases. I understand there's a high-profile court case that he was accused of illegal withholding information of also, So apparently that's one of those cases that he was trying to, win the election with, and apparently lost badly. I do believe by a 15-point spread or something like that. So, but anyhow, I promised him that I'd call a third time with some more bad news, and lo and behold, here I'm calling, and now he's not there to take my call. So I'd appreciate speaking to another, assistant county attorney so I can be the bearer of the bad news,
Well, or would you like to leave it on his voicemail?
Well, actually, I prefer to speak to a living individual. So if you have an assistant county attorney handy, then I would gladly speak to them over, leaving a message on the voicemail. But, if that's all there is, then of course I will opt for that then.
Well, I'm just wondering, they're not going to be able to help you at all because they wouldn't know what you've been working with them on.
Well,
is it a criminal case, or is it a release of? You said something about releasing information.
Well, I submitted a public data request to Mr. Beaumont and asked him for all sorts of public, policy and procedure manuals and policy manuals.
Okay.
But
actually, we have a paralegal who handles the data practices, data privacy issues. Would you like to speak to her?
Well, if there would be an assistant county attorney, I prefer to speak to them because they're law enforcement officers, and this other individual's just a paralegal. Are there any assistant county attorneys in the office right now?
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out which person made the most sense for you to speak with. So let me see. One that I would put you into is on the phone. Hold on just a second, and I'll check to see who is around, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Mr. Nemmers?
Yes.
The one attorney that I would put you into is on the phone right now. Can you continue to hold?
Well, if it's not for an indefinite period, I certainly could hold for a little bit longer, so.
Sure. I'm sure it won't be long. So anyway, I'm hoping it won't be long. So, but I will come back to you just as soon as, or in between, and see if you're still all right with that. Okay?
That's fine. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Back with you. One moment.
Thank you.
This is Kathy.
Yes, this is Terry Nemmers. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Well, that's
What
good.
can I do for you?
What's that?
What can I do for you?
Well, Kathy, I need to know what your last name is first.
Miller?
Miller? And you're an assistant county attorney?
I am.
Okay, great. I called Mr. Beaumaster a while ago asking for some public information. It's all electronic data. All he had to do was just email it to me, but instead I received this, this passive-aggressive bill, for $200 some. Apparently, Mr. Beaumaster has something to hide. And so then I called another time asking him, why he was illegally withholding some information from another individual. and I promised him that I would call back a third time, being the bearer of the bad news, so that's why I'm calling today. But in the last conversation, well, the last two conversations, he's engaging in this retarded conversation, trying to pretend like you didn't have any computers there, and none of the information was in electronic format and that type of information. So I said, what I should have done the last time was, prior to me calling, was look up a case, to show that you've been e-filing for a while. And here I have one right in front of me that was filed on 8/22/2011, e-filed comp order for detention, and that's for case number 66CR112272, State of Minnesota versus Theodore Edward Katra. I think you just had some dealings with that individual. Let's see. It was the 3rd of November, a plea hearing. Petition to enter a guilty plea. So anyhow, obviously Mr. Beaumaster's been wasting my time, insulting my intelligence, and trying to illegally withhold some public information. Because I'm well aware that in order for you to e-file, you need to have a contract with the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. So obviously you need to have computers to, transfer this information for e-discovery, e-filing, e-service, that type of thing. So I'm actually telling you right now that I am demanding a copy of your BCA contract, so I can,
If you want to make a data practices request, that has to be made in writing to our office.
Well, actually it doesn't.
Letter.
Actually it doesn't. It says pursuant to statute upon request, and I'm requesting it, which of course I'm recording this conversation. So I have proof that you're trying to waste my time, insult my intelligence by demanding that I put something in writing when I've clearly communicated it to you. And you have my email address, so you have access.
I don't have your email address.
Well,
I don't. This is the first time I've ever had any conversation with you. And I'm not going to continue this conversation if you're going to call me names and...
What name did I call you?
Tell me that I'm insulting your intelligence.
That's not calling you a name, it's identifying you.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with you. I have no idea whatever request that you have made before. I have no knowledge of what's going on with you. I've never heard your name before. So whatever conversations you may have had with Paul, I can't do anything with because I wasn't part of that conversation. So if you want to make a request, you can send a written request into our office for any type of data. We will review it and make a response.
What's your law license number, please?
I'm not going to give that to you.
Oh, that's public information, isn't it?
Then you can look it up on the website.
Oh, okay. Well, see, there you go. You just have no intention of giving anyone any public information at all, right? You have something to hide. Because you know I'm going to file a complaint against you now, right? Okay, it is November 6, 2014, 2:09 p.m. calling Rice County Attorney Paul Beaumaster.
Rice County.
Hello?
Hello, is this the Rice County Attorney's Office?
Yes, this is Terry Nemmers. I just was calling and asked to speak to Assistant County Attorney.
Okay.
And you transfer me to Assistant County Attorney Miller.
She's not available.
Yeah, okay.
And the only thing I can do right now is give you either Paul or Meredith's voicemail.
Okay. Okay, hold on. If you just let me speak instead of you trying to interrupt what I'm saying. Your Assistant County Miller hung up on me after making some wild and outrageous claims that I was calling her names. And then I asked for her attorney license number, which of course is public information, and then she hung up on me.
It is public information. It is something you can access on the web for any attorney in Minnesota.
Yes.
There's nothing we're keeping from you.
Well, obviously you are, because you have all sorts of public information that you're trying to defraud me out of. Try to charge me $200 for free electronic information, and then when I ask an attorney for her public license number, she hangs up on me, which of course I don't appreciate. And the thing is,
I'm not an attorney.
I didn't say you were. The thing is,
and if there's public information that you would like, I'm not the one that's going to give it to you. It's going to have to be County Attorney Paul Beaumaster or Chief Deputy Meredith Erickson.
well, the thing is Mr. Paul Beaumaster is the county attorney. He's been wasting my time. He's been insulting my intelligence. He's trying to make these wild and outrageous claims that you don't even have computers there, when I am well aware that I just informed your Assistant County Attorney Miller that there's a case number 66CR112272 that was e-filed way back in 8/22/2011. E-filed comp order for detention. So obviously you have computers there. And I was asking for the copy of the contract with the BCA, you know, that the county has signed, which is a requirement to e-file. And of course, your Assistant County Attorney Miller was making these wild and outrageous claims that I had to submit it in writing, which of course is not in the law. All I have to do is verbally make the request, which of course I did, which of course I have a recording of, you know, and then I also have a recording of her hanging up on me after she's making these wild and outrageous claims against me, which I don't appreciate.
I understand, but the person you have to make that verbal request to is going to be Paul or Meredith.
Oh, so now you agree that all I have to do is make a verbal request. Actually,
I'm not certain. I'm not an attorney.
Well, the thing is, you work for Paul Beaumaster. The Assistant County Attorney Miller works for Paul Beaumaster. Mr. Paul Beaumaster now has constructive knowledge that I have made a data request, so if I don't get the information, I can file a complaint against him, and I can also file personnel complaints against you and Assistant County Miller. So that is real simple. So, and the thing is, I told you that I had to make another, my third pronouncement, which of course, Assistant County Miller will fully refuse to allow me to transmit to her because she hung up on me. So I would presume that Paul Beaumaster would want to find out what other thing that I have that he's involved with. You would think so, wouldn't you? So, I mean,
I'm not certain because I'm not an attorney.
Well, I didn't say you were.
I understand, but you're still trying to request information from me that I cannot give because I am not an attorney. I do not have that privilege to do so.
I never said that you were going to do that.
I'm speaking, sir. If I give you time to speak and I listened.
Okay.
So if you would like to leave a message for Paul himself or Meredith, you certainly can. We can give you their voicemail. They listen to them every day.
Okay. Well, then, apparently, everyone's just going to hang up on me and waste my time and insult my intelligence.
I have not hung up on you, sir.
Well, the thing is, you're trying to always interrupt me with your little, I'm not an attorney, I'm not an attorney, I'm not an attorney. I already understood that the very first time. In fact, I understood that the very first time I spoke with you. So that's the problem. And I also understand that information's being illegally withheld from me. Information was illegally withheld from another individual. And now, apparently, Mr. Beaumaster is going around stealing political signs. Or, not, we should probably say he is, but his fellow law enforcement officers are harassing people about political signs, and then they mysteriously disappear after the law enforcement.
The accusations you're making, I cannot do anything about.
Well,
I hate for you to have to repeat yourself to another person again. So
well,
I think it'd be best if you left a message with Paul or Meredith.
Well, then I will speak to Paul Beaumaster's voicemail. Please.
Okay. One moment.
Thank you.
Trying to reach is not available right now. I'll record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or stay on the line for further options.
Mr. Paul Beaumaster, County Attorney of Rice County. On August 22nd, 2011, there was an e-filed comp order for detention for a case of, case number 66CR112272, State of Minnesota versus Theodore Edward Katra. You're making the wild and outrageous claims. You didn't even have computers, so you couldn't possibly email me the electronic data from your office. Well, you know, when I asked your Assistant County Miller on the phone for a copy of the BCA contract to allow you to e-file. Boy, she made the wild and outrageous claim that I had to submit it in writing. And then when I asked her for her attorney license, because I had every intention of filing a complaint against her, you know what? She hung up on me. And I don't appreciate that. And, I promised that I would call and bring that another startling revelation. And I just want to know, are you behind the theft of political signs in Rice County? You know, the ones that oppose you or make fun of you, that type of thing? You know, because did you direct the sheriff's department to go out there and steal signs? Because, you know, if there are incident reports of the police or the sheriff's department investigating political signs, boy, you know what? In the last, let's say since October, but, you know, I want you to email those to me also. See? So that way you don't know which one I'm talking about. Because I have a feeling that you've probably been harassing all sorts of people, right? So anyhow, Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. Again, that's Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. Bye. Oh, did you enjoy losing your election by 15 points? Yeah, that was pretty funny, wasn't it? Anyhow, bye.